I've been working on just cleanup projects around the building. It's a little outdated. The building's actually an original Oak Ridge building, the Manhattan Project, and so some of the things need constant upkeep because they're getting pretty old. But I spoke to David at Anderson County Chamber of Commerce event, and one of the things that I'm trying to get done is there's a lot of projects that I just don't have the time to do around the building that need to be done. And I am also a former Eagle Scout, or still Eagle Scout, from a troop that no longer exists in Lawrence, actually. But I know that Boy Scouts often need service projects, and I know it was a struggle when I was looking for my Eagle project to try to find some place to do it. And I have identified a couple different Eagle projects that can be done at our building. I've also identified a couple different kinds of projects. I spoke to a scoutmaster from Second Baptist, Dean Williams.
Yeah.
Dean. There's a scout from that troop that's going to come do one project with us. He's going to clean up the grounds and some of our garden beds that need weeds pulled. They need mulch kind of tilled up and looking a little nicer. I need a couple of bushes cut down, stuff like that. So that particular scout who's trying to advance in life is going to do that. But I have a couple other projects. I have a couple 3 to 5 hour projects. I have a couple 1 to 2 hour projects, and then, like I said, a couple Eagle projects. And I'll pass this. I printed them up so everybody will know what kind of projects I'm looking at. I'll wait for those to get distributed, but I'm just trying. Like I said, I'm trying to get everything cleaned up, and it's been a long road. I'm working on the inside right now, and I need somebody to help with the outside, but. There's small projects, things like I have 2 stumps trees that are cut down a long time ago that need to be removed, and those are short projects that a couple scouts can come do and get some service hours. You know, I have metal railings on our handicap ramp that just need to be kind of fixed and tightened up and repainted. Those are short projects. We have things called comfort kits, and when somebody has a disaster, whether it be flood, house fire, or whatever, we give them what's called a comfort kit, and a comfort kit contains things like toiletries, shampoos, toothpaste, that kind of thing, that we give them so they can have some stuff because they've just lost everything. And some of the things like toothpaste, for instance, expire after a certain amount of time, so we have to go through and check these comfort kits. Well, we have a lot of comfort kits. And so that could be a particularly helpful service project, going through these comfort kits and identifying what's expired in it and throwing it away and putting in new stuff. Some kind of intermediately long projects. Our parking lot doesn't have lines for parking spots. It's just kind of a free-for-all, and it's very obnoxious when you have people parking at all angles and different sides. And that's a little bit of a longer, more involved project, and I may be off on 3 to 5 hours for that. That may be a long one, but we have 2 handicap spots that need lines painted on that too. And we also have a storage building. It's connected to our main building, but it's really disorganized. People just stuff stuff in it through the years, and it's a lot. It's a big building. And it could use some organizing and cleaning. And that's definitely a 3 to 5 hour project. That could be done easily on a Saturday. And as far as longer projects, the Eagle Scouts, we have what's called an emergency response vehicle, and it's like an ambulance. And when we go to big disasters, we take that and we can serve food out of it. We can do all kinds of stuff out of it. It sits in a parking lot, and the storage building that I just talked about is across our lawn from it. Well, when it rains and it gets wet, it gets pretty muddy there, and it's hard to get stuff out of the storage and into the ERV. We'd like to have a sidewalk put there. And we had an Eagle Scout do a sidewalk on another end of the building several years ago. But this, it's a bigger sidewalk, and it would be a pretty involved, extensive project, and you would have to get concrete donated because our budget's not that much, but and that's one Eagle project. We have our handicap parking area needs total refurbishing. It's overgrown with some grass and dirt and stuff, and it's hard I would not park there if I was a handicapped person. But we definitely need that improved because I feel like that's like a law or something that you need to have that accessible handicap parking. So we need to have like signs put up for that and lines painted for that, and it kind of cleaned up and leveled off so that it can actually be used. And those are just some ideas. If I really thought about it, I could probably come up with a couple more projects around the building. But like I said, I can sympathize and I can empathize with scouts that need service projects, and it's hard to find them. I did my Eagle project for the American Red Cross at the Clinton chapter. I totally remodeled their kitchen. So it was a much more involved project. But so I just wanted to come here. Like I said, I talked to David. He got me hooked up with this meeting, and just wanted to let everybody know so you guys can let your scouts know that there are projects available and something gets stuff done. Yes?
The comfort packs, or comfort kits.
Yeah.
That'd be something you'd think would be good for the fourth graders, Weebelows.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
They could easily do it. It's an inside project, and what we would do is just, we would put all the comfort kits on a table, and, you know, each scout would go through them and look at everything and look at the expiration date, and then if it's good, put it back in. If not, throw it away. And like I said, we have a lot of comfort kits. So
Is that something we could do in an evening at your location, or would you bring them to where we are?
you could do it at our location. Like I said, we have a lot of them, and so it would be difficult, I think, to move them. But yeah, you can do it in an evening. Absolutely, yeah. That's easy, yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
Anybody else? Yes.
Little FYI, you know, for your sidewalk and stuff, I don't know how Harrison's is with donating. Blaylock's out of Sevierville, they service a lot of this area too. They donate a lot to the scouts, they donate some concrete. So if you do get any takers on that, you may want to let them know to get a hold of Blaylock and Sons out of Sevierville.
Out of Sevierville. Okay, I'll write that name down and I'll keep that in mind. It's good to know. It's hard. We tried to get Rogers Group to come back and pave our driveway, or at least fill in some of our potholes, and they quoted us an ungodly price to do that. It was terrible. So that's another one. We have potholes in our driveway and stuff. So just, you know, I put my phone number at the chapter on there. If anybody has any other questions, any follow-up questions, you talk to a scout, or you want him to call, just call me. I'm the only one that works there. I'm there 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. So please call.
Do you only serve Anderson County?
Our chapter, yeah, we just do Anderson County. The surrounding areas are the Knoxville area chapter is responsible for that, and they're a much larger chapter. And I can give you their phone number if you're looking for it. They're Middlebrook Pike in Knoxville.
Do you have email?
I do. I can write down my email. It's William, WILLIAM, .Kramer, CRAMER, @redcross.org. Yeah. Anybody else?